Ladies and gentlemen, our last chapter, build and growing junior activities. We do need to build them, we do need to grow. Imagine if you could increase your nipper parent engagement by 30 to 40% within 2 seasons. Not growing your nippers. It's no use growing your nippers until you're growing your parent engagement, it's no use getting more nippers and less people. I know when I took over nippers at Coogee back in 2003, which is quite a while ago now, I had 520 kids and I had 15 dads. 15 dads, 520 kids, and the 15 dads did it all. Thankfully, 5 years later, we'd increased our nippers to 820, but we'd also increased our nipper parent participation to 220 mums and dads on the beach working. And that's why we could get to 820, because we went from 15 to 220 in the mums and dads. So realise you don't want to grow your nippers, you want to grow the outside circle first, so you can grow your nippers effectively. All right, so what are you motivating people about? Is it just another Sunday, another regular training session? You are a motivator. I can see a whole bunch of people in this room today who are motivators, who are leading by example. And that's what you're going to have to do. You are the smiling motivator for everybody. To the nipper chairs in the room, when was the last time you visited the under sixes? I think for those that I can see, it would have been at least 3 or 4 times last season, guaranteed. What a great opportunity. You know, did you participate in the under 14s training? Were you there to help motivate them and tell them why we're here, why we're giving you so much support? So you're going to lead and motivate, you're going to inspire. So for me, leadership is broken down into 2 things. You inspire people and you inform people. And you're going to change that percentage as it comes. So where's your inspiration coming from? What do you want people to achieve while they're there? To grow, to become lifesavers, to get more awards, to grow in themselves, to become more skilled, meet more people, have more friends, become a more involved person in the community. That's pretty much thumbs up to everything. And that's what we're trying to achieve. Passion. Does the red and yellow invoke passion? I hope so. It must, it has to. We're putting our lives at risk for saving others. So pretty hard to do that if you're not passionate about it. So where does the passion come within your club? Or is it just a regular scenario? Your learning environment, obviously we're all learning. We're all here to grow. I'm still learning. Most of the people in this room are still learning. Your kids are learning and the parents are learning. So yes, it's a very much a learning environment and one that we have to be really thankful for, that we've got this opportunity to be in that environment, learning more as we go. Okay, have you got a team? No doubt a lot of you guys have done team management stuff at work. How do you build a team? Same stuff applies with the nipper management. You've got a team of your management team, you've got your age managers, you've got your water safety. That's a very big dinner for a lot of people. But you've got to actually manage that team, make them sure they're all working under the same banner, the same mission, and the same vision. Inclusive team. Not everybody's going to be the same. Making sure you've got a variety of people doing a variety of different things. Very, very important, bringing their own skill base to the table. All right, not everybody can swim 400 metres in 9 minutes. But others may have really good management skills, accounting skills, communication skills, you know, get on really well with the kids themselves, beneficial. Obviously liaising with your stakeholders, and feedback. Feedback includes the good and the bad. But how do people bring that to you in a safe way, in an open way? That's a lot to do with you and how you present yourself to people, that you can come and chat to me. I can hear the good, and I'm happy to hear the not so good, and I'll come up with a plan to try and get the not so good into the good. All right, people have to know they're open to you doing that. And appreciate the efforts of your team. End of season's great, but what about during the season? What about those 22 weeks of hard work, of hundreds of hours as you go through the season? A towel at the end is lovely, but some stuff during the season is even better. All right, we get to Christmas, we come back in January, we all hit it up. It's a lot of effort, but how do we actually appreciate our team? You know, a few shake hands, a few hand taps, all good, but it needs to be something that we actually consider and not just by default. Alrighty, so a bit of engagement for your under 14s, obviously always the big question, because if they're not engaged at 14s, they're not going to be engaged at patrol. So some recommendations from me are integrate your patrol visits from under 11s onwards so they actually know where they're heading, they actually know what they're doing there, and it's not just a quick visit, it's to be part of patrol, to actually maybe work with some stuff that they're doing. Conduct your scenarios, so from a Sydney branch perspective, at our next meeting for our JDC team, we're going to be putting up the option of actually having your under 12s onwards working in formal patrols at Nippers. So not just in the under 12s, but working in patrols within their under 12s. Patrols need vice captains, they need captains. They'll be associated with the patrol in your club. So if you've got a name, if you've got a red patrol, well, they can also be the red patrol. So they're liaising with patrol. They know where they're heading. They know that in 3 years' time, I'm going to be on the senior club patrol, but right now I'm in this patrol. Patrols need vice captains, they need captains, they need leadership. You can swap those kids out every 4 weeks. Skills. The skills need to be interchangeable. The paddler needs to be able to do CPR. The runner needs to be able to paddle. We need to be integrated across our skill base. So SRC doesn't just happen in under 14s, it starts to happen in under 11s onwards. All right, doing all their tube rescues, doing their board rescues, understanding why and how they're doing it, and then turning that into something. All right, very important. And bringing your red and yellow down to the beach. I mentioned to a team before, maybe every 3 weeks at Nippers, all those who are patrolling people within the Nipper team, every 3 weeks, wear your red and yellow. H manager shirts off, maybe red and yellow on to put a whole bunch of red and yellow in there. People really need to know they're part of a surf life saving club. And what do? We save lives. That's who we're part of. That's what you're presenting to your Nippers, that we are part of a surf life saving club. That's why we put the time in, it's why we put the effort in, it's why we have all the skills that we have. All right, under 14s, please watch your language, watch your dialogue. Please never use the term finishing Nippers. Please use the term graduating to patrol. It might be a little thing, but it's a big thing. When your under 14s finish their last season, obviously for most of the clubs in Sydney branch, they're getting their SRC in August or September or even December, then what happens after that? At the end of their real season for Nippers, they should be graduating to patrol. Not just walking off the beach on their last day of Nippers and going, thanks very much, great thumbs up, few presents handed out. That entire team, plus their parents and their grandparents, should go to the club and have a full-on graduation ceremony. So the parents actually understand, look at my child. Look at my child. They've graduated from Nippers to become a fully fledged qualified lifesaver. That tells the parents a whole bunch of stuff about your culture within your club. All right? Within the checking of the internal stats for your age group, find the gaps. We're losing kids at age 12. Why are we doing that? Well, we did that years ago within my club, and we found out the first part was quite obvious. It was because boys cricket went from Saturday under 11s to Sunday under 12. So all the kids who played cricket, they didn't come back to Nippers because it was on Sunday from then on. Could we control that? No. But we worked with them to see if we could actually make sure they come back for their under 13s as best they possibly can. And those that didn't enjoy a big day out on the green, they came back a little bit earlier. All right, but we at least worked out what the problem was. Recruitment and retention ideas for your kids is really important. Do you do exit surveys when your kids do leave Nippers? Why have you gone? I left because I couldn't swim properly, and every time I went around the can, I was the last person there. Okay, is that a problem? Yes. Why are we doing the big swim every Sunday when that kid was coming last all the time? They tried, they put a lot of effort into it, they were there, but they're not coming back. Could they have made an awesome lifesaver? Absolutely. All right, so we've got to find out about what they're leaving, why they're leaving, and how we can adjust that. Plan your growth, grow with your parents first, please. Don't grow with your nippers, because you'll get too far ahead and you lose control. And obviously managing your growth is important. And the last one, your succession plan. Have that at least 1 to 2 seasons out. Do people know what you do? No. Do people see you being incredibly busy? I can't do that job because what they do, I cannot do. Well, guess what? That's not the job. That's what that person turned it into. All right, so make sure people actually understand what the roles are. All right, the end result. I do love this photo. Do I know all the kids in that photo? Absolutely. Have I had an input into all those kids' lives? Absolutely. Am I proud of that? Yes, I am. Do they all talk to me? Do they use my first name? Yes, they do, which is even better. So this is your end result, folks, having these happy, smiley, fit, strong, skilled, young lifesavers at 17 or 18 in your club, being part of your club, in management, part of your team, skilled as patrol captains, and you can say, yeah, I had some input into that. I helped those kids from that under 6 all the way through, and look where they are today. It's got to be a good thing for all of you. So keep that thought in your mind, present that thought to your club, and change that photo out for your own photo from your own club, please. All right, so take-home messages for today. The highly skilled future lifesavers, no doubt, we've mentioned that a number of times. It's for fun, participation, skill, and personal development. Lots of opportunities for every single person on that beach. Every single person, the mums, the dads, the nippers, the siblings, the whole lot. Does the 4-year-old want to do nippers because they're seeing what their 7-year-old brother or sister is doing? Hopefully, yes. Right? Does the mum want to do some stuff because she's seeing all these other mums do amazing stuff in the water, and she goes, but I could do that, surely. Well, how are you going to support her to get her bronze and get skilled up and maybe get a little bit fitter? For the dads, who knows, same scenario, right? These are opportunities that you can deliver to a whole range of people. Your support team, I know most of you can't can't do anything without your support team, and it's fantastic. I'm seeing people here tonight who I've known for a long time, and it's awesome to see you still involved and still giving your experience, but you will still need to create those support teams for the future, because you can't do these things by yourself. You can never be a visionary and just achieve it by yourself. There's going to be a whole lot of people behind you. Safety, we've spoken a lot about it tonight, and no doubt each of us can get a little bit tighter in the safety world, but still have fun, still deliver a great program. And the resources, we've got resources from all the different clubs that we'll continue to share. We've got some resources that we'll be bringing to the next JDC meeting for Sydney and giving those to state next week. And I hope that we'll have all our new resources in play for next season from SLSA in the videos and also the junior development resource material. So thank you for your time today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad that we're finishing nearly on time today. Thank you for your time to those who have attended. For those people who are going to watch this on video, we hope you enjoy, and thanks very much for all your effort on nippers, and continue doing a great job. Thank you very much.